Zeyrek Mosque. Zeyrek Mosque, full name in Turkish, Molla Zeyrek Cami, is a mosque in Istanbul, made of two former Eastern Orthodox churches and a chapel. It represents the most typical example of architecture of the Byzantine Middle Period in Constantinople and is, after St. Sophia, the second largest religious edifice built by the Byzantines still extant in Istanbul. The complex is placed in Fezlsecag, in the district of Fatih, in a popular neighborhood which got its name, Zeyrek, from the mosque, and less than 1 kilometer to the southeast of Zeyrek Mosque. It is picturesque but decayed and dangerous in the night hours. History. Byzantine period. Byzantine Empress, Komnena, built a monastery on this site dedicated to Christ Pantocrator. The monastery consisted of a main church also dedicated to the Pantocrator, a library and a hospital. After the death of his wife, Emperor John II Comnenus built another church to the north of the first, dedicated to the Theotokos Lausa, the Merciful. This church was open to the population and served by a lay clergy. Finally, a south courtyard and an outer narthex were added to the complex, and the two shrines were connected with a chapel dedicated to Saint Michael, which became the imperial mausoleum, Harun, of the Comnenus and Paleologus dynasties. Besides many Byzantine dignitaries, Emperor John II and his wife Erin, Empress Bertha of Salzburg and Emperor John V Paleologus were buried here. During the Latin domination after the Fourth Crusade, the complex was the see of the Venetian clergy, and the icon of the Theotokos Hodogetria was housed here. The monastery was also used as an imperial palace by the last Latin emperor, Baldwin. After the Paleologan restoration, the monastery was used again by Orthodox monks. The most famous among them was Gennadius II Scholarius, who left the Pantocrator to become the first patriarch of Constantinople after the Islamic conquest of the city. History. Ottoman and Republican period. Shortly after the fall of Constantinople, the building was converted into a mosque, and the monastery was converted for a while into a mdriz. The Ottomans named it after Molla Zeyrek, a scholar who was teaching there. However, due to its importance in Byzantine history, Zeyrek was one among the few buildings of Istanbul whose ancient denomination was never forgotten. Among others, the Church of Pantocrator is remembered by Pierre Giles in his classic work about Constantinople, written in the 16th century. After the completion of the madrasas in the Fatih complex, the students abandoned Zeyrek, and the rooms of the monastery occupied by the mdriz vanished later. Until a few years ago, the edifice was in a desolate state, and as a result it was added to the UNESCO watch list of endangered monuments. During the recent years it underwent extensive restoration. Today's Zeyrek Mosque is, after St. Sophia, the second largest extant religious edifice built by the Byzantines in Istanbul. To the east lies the Ottoman Konak, Zeyrek Hen, which has also been restored and is now open as a restaurant and tea garden.